So Kevin's, like he says, is in charge of purchasing here. So, but for the most part, there's probably not any production going on because everybody gets to go home at dinner on Fridays, right?
Yeah, lunch on Fridays, everyone's out of here.
So that means it shouldn't be too loud, but we're going to take a tour of the facility here and see how their trailers are made, see how the mini trailer was made, and we're going to have some fun. So y'all come along with us.
My name is Kyron, and I am the marketing director here at Delco Trailers. We were established in 2006, and since then we have grown to this amazing place. We're a family-owned company, and we have 180 dealers located from coast to coast. You cannot get your trailer here at Delco. You got to find a Delco dealer near you. There's one close to you, I promise. Fun fact about us is we are one of the only trailer manufacturers that makes one of each kind. So we make livestock trailers, deck over trailers, equipment haulers, tilt trailers, a little bit of it, cargos. Anything you want, we make it, and that's what makes us special, and we're excited to show you around today.
All right, let's take a tour.
Alrighty, I'm gonna start over here first in our fabrication department. This is our fabrication, so our building is pretty much split down the middle. So all the area here, we do our laser, our plasma, our bending, cutting, pretty much everything.
I've been thinking about installing a plasma table at my house. This one's not quite as big as I was really wanting to put in, but
we have 3 of these. So plasma, I mean, it's a good way to cut some of our material, but we have a laser we bought 2 years ago. So it's pretty much plasma with a faster rate and cleaner material. So it's not as much slag, so the material comes out a lot cleaner. And whenever we assemble our pieces, you don't have to worry about all this extra slag. So this is actually a new automated machine we have. So this is all pretty much all automated. So the sheet metal we make for our dump sides, it pretty much gets brought in, and these conveyors will pick up the material and they'll transfer it over, and they'll bring it over there and cut it out, and then they bring it to the next station, and then it's kind of just like a shifting, but all with machines. And then at the end, it gets brought over there to that, I think that's our 20-foot press, and we have a robotic arm there that automatically shapes the dump sides, and you'll see what it looks like over there, but it pretty much just presses it and does all that automated. So yeah, this is the main fabricating area. We have our laser here, and we keep all of our plate in those towers. So when we need something, the plate will get transferred in, drop down, cut, and then moved over for them to de-nest it. Over here is just our main bending area. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have quite a bit of these presses, so we do a lot of our smaller parts for like our dump trailers, car haulers, pretty much everything is fabricated over here. So all the material we have here, it goes into our warehouse. So all the stuff that we make, it's stored over there. Our pipe bender over here, we use to make all the bows for our livestock trailers.
So on your livestock trailer, you make a bow top, a half top like the little trailer we picked up today, a solid metal top.
Yep.
Your bow top you can either get without anything on it, or you get a tarp on it.
Some people do without, but primarily they get a tarp on there.
Okay. Do y'all make any of the bow trailers that don't have a bow top on them, that are open all the way down?
I mean, we do half tops, like our premiums. Sometimes we'll do a half top, but like bar tops, that's pretty much, we bow it all the way around, and premiums we'll do half tops sometimes.
So these are already cut.
Yep.
Look at that, guys. Look how tight that is. Looks like I did that with a torch at the house. That is awesome. We've got a little bit of some experience with like water jetting and stuff like that, so you can get real precision cuts like this. But does this get very hot when it cuts that, or is it so quick that it doesn't? I mean, can you handle it as soon as it comes off?
Yeah. Well, you see, it gets put in the machine right there, and then it unhandles it, and then it brings it over here, and then they just kind of unload it. But by the time it's over here, I mean, it's not hot at all.
It's amazing to think that you said your dad started in 2006, 18 years ago roughly. I guess the first trailers he was building, you said, was there just in the yard in front of your house, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was in the shop.
I mean, I guarantee you didn't have a bandsaw like that. It's amazing to see. I mean, it's an American dream at its finest right here. You go from, hey, I think I'm gonna, you said he worked for some other manufacturers,
mm-hmm.
and thought to himself, you know, hey, I can do that. I'm just gonna start building some trailers in my yard or my shop at home and see if I can make a go at it. And then 18 years later, you've got a facility like this. It's pretty awesome.
This is just a regular pipe saw, but this machine right here, this is pretty big. It's a coper. So in flatbeds, you have cross members that we slide like the I-beam through or the channel. So this machine pretty much processes all of our I-beam. We feed it through a conveyor back there. It'll transfer it over here, cut out the whatever piercings you need, and it moves it to that sandblaster, So by the time the material comes out, it's already clean, and then they can weld it on without having to worry about rust or extra debris on there. Makes a cleaner, easier product. Our flatbed lines, they start over here. And if you ask anybody who hauls around cows or livestock, they're gonna know about Delco Trailers just because that's what we started off as, and we still produce quite a bit of those livestock trailers. We have a railing system that pretty much goes all around here. It's not all the way installed. It's gonna be hopefully finished by this Christmas, but pretty much all of our trailers are gonna be hung up from the roof here, and we have these concrete support structures just because how much weight's gonna be on here. So we built the building and realized that it needed a little more support. So along here, we all have all these concrete columns to support all the steel that we're gonna be hanging up from the roof here.
So moving forward, instead of having like a temporary axle or a set of wheels, they're all just going to be suspended time the frame is built?
Yeah, everything's gonna be hung up and just push a button, it's gonna be moving along here.
So will it move continuously, or will it like every 10 minutes?
So every 10 minutes, just kind of one section to another.
The way y'all build your trailers, it's not one team works on this trailer from start to finish. It's like if I'm the guy installing the ramps, I mean, is that all I do all day? That's kind of my only job.
Yeah, we have we have fabrication guys who they'll look at the product ready, and we have assembly guys, and then we have the guys in the weld line. So everything's a process. But when we get in the actual weld lines, I mean, there's gonna be 2 or 3 guys per line, and they'll finish that trailer all the way through. But all the small, like the pieces, they're all sub-assembled.
Here, one day am I building a flatbed trailer, and the next day I'm building a livestock. If I'm here, I'm building a dump trailer.
Yeah, you're doing that. That's all you're doing.
Well, let's go see the livestock line. That's what I like.
Actually, one of the cooler parts is that this whole side of the shop is our finish line. It reaches all the way from the beginning to the end. So we have our sandblast here, which just grits off all the extra grease or rust we have on there, and it gets looped around. And we have a wash bay over there.
An acid wash?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, to get all whatever is left over from sandblasting. And then when it goes there, we have an oven that takes off all the extra water. And then from there, primer, powder coat, and then we have our final oven.
So all your trailers are powder coated?
Yes, everything's powder coated.
How many colors do you offer?
We do pretty much anything, but I mean, we have like probably 10 main colors. Like we do a lot of black, a lot of cement gray, we do gunmetal gray, red, a lot of white too. But yeah, this whole system we have here, it's not set up yet, but it's all automated. So the second it gets put in there, no one pretty much touches it except for, washing or touch-ups here and there, but it just kind of goes through, gets washed, gets dried off, kind of like a car wash for a trailer. So that's the whole idea behind it.
Like this whole system, did you guys install all that yourself?
I mean, all the machines we have here, they come from all around the world. Like this, our finish line is from Brazil. This overhead hanging is this from Sweden. I mean, we have machines from Italy. It's a lot of different people around the world that kind of brought all this together. But yeah, you can see over here we have some of these are all the raw trailers, but we have like our utility line here, and then we have our tilts.
What's the next step for it?
It's going into the primer booth.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you can kind of feel right here. It's all clean. You guys do a pretty good job getting it prepped. So a lot of it's just prep work just for the powder.
Do y'all know where the first one he built is? I mean,
I really wouldn't know. I know one of the first few we have, I think we probably have out here on the yard somewhere, because when we moved over buildings, kind of just took everything with us. So I think we have something probably made in the first year or so, but I'll tell you, since then we've made a lot of improvements. But a lot of this machinery we have is actually built over basements, so that's why you don't see a lot of it. So we just walked over our paint storage area over there.
Okay.
And then under here we have all the hoppers where we feed our powder. They're all underneath this building here. But this trailer, I think you like. This is one of our premiums. Pretty nice trailer. Yeah, this one has that clean out that you're talking about right here.
Yes. You don't get much pushback. I mean, like, do y'all send many cattle trailers to California? I mean, I would assume they would probably say you can't even have a crack in the floor to let.
I mean, we probably do, but a lot of them stay kind of within this like Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas region. It's kind of
your main bread.
Yeah, because you can't really throw these on a semi, so a lot of them are just you put them behind a truck and deliver them. But this is our powder booth. So I mean, we have 2 lanes. I don't know if you can see it, but we have this entire side. We have 2 lanes, so we can pretty much push out on each side. This is very customizable. You can see we have, what is it, 3, 6, 9 saddle racks in here.
So this is probably somebody's Christmas present right here. So if you see this, tag us and let us say, hey, that's my trailer before I got it. So that's pretty cool. So it's got saddle racks and then saddle fan holders on there. And those are adjustable if it's like
Yeah, you can take them off and move them up and down. But yeah, over here we have our dump lines. This is actually the trailer we probably make the most of. We have 2 lines here of just dump trailers. After the powder, they go over here to the oven. That's where they get heated up and all the powder on there solidifies and it comes out over here on the finish line. It all comes off over there and they apply the decals, and along here they apply the axles, and then here put on the pump, the battery, the cylinder. Yeah, this is a color we just started doing this year, Army Green. Yeah, it's super sleek. So you can see trailers right when they get out of there. They're a little hot right when they come out of there, but after about 15, 20 minutes and they cool down, and then we apply all the decals and our logo. This is probably one of the coolest things we have. We got, during 4th of July, we had a big flag that we hung up here.
How are you, sir?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, I'm Cody.
John.
John, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is my son Clancy over here.
Nice to meet you.
This is you've done a lot in the last 18 years, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
This is a
big building.
yes, sir. Well, lots of trailers. I mean, I was telling them, you know, I saw my first Delco trailer. I said probably 8 or 10 years ago, but it's been a lot longer than that. Probably 10 or 15 years since I saw the first one. And my neighbors actually got one, and one of the things that drew me to it is I love that little split above the floor for it makes it easy to clean out. And
Yeah, definitely.
so it's pretty neat. I love to see how things are built. So
I love it out here. I mean, I like it. I like to be walking the floor and see what's going on. So.
yes, sir. The first trailer you ever built and sold, do you remember what it was? Like how big it was and everything?
The first trailer where I built was the first trailer I ever built was a cattle trailer, and we sold that at an auction. So
And you don't have any idea where it's at now?
I have no idea.
We were talking as we walked by these trailers over here about it'd be neat to have that one back and park it next to one today and see the differences in the innovation, the things you've done to change it. So
It'd be a big difference.
yeah. Well, John, thanks for inviting us and letting us take a look through your plant. This is pretty neat. It's really awesome.
Yeah, thanks for coming over.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.